Good morning, students. Let's continue. We were on chapter number 26, clauses, page number 158, right? And we have done the types of clauses. We've done the noun clause, we have done your adjective clause, and now we are on your adverb clauses. Now see, understand any clause that works as an adverb is the adverb clause. That means any clause that functions like an adverb, that becomes your adverb clause. Now see here, under the chapter, under the proper heading and under the chapter adverbs, you have already done adverb of time, place, manner and all. Now here we are using it as the part of clauses. Now see here, the first one says adverb clause of time. That means we'll be referring to that part of the sentence that shows time. Is that clear? Now see, adverb clause of time. These clauses are introduced by subordinating conjunctions like when, whenever, as soon as, after, before, while, since, till, until, as. Any word that shows or that refers to time will come under adverb of time, right? Or adverb clause of time. It means the same. Now see the first sentence that I've written here. Please wait till I come. So the word till I come is the adverb phrase, right? So the word till, the word when, all these words, since and until, all these words that tells us about time will come here. I have some sentences here. I'll read the examples for you as well. I will attend to you when I am free. So when I am free is your adverb clause. I'm talking about the time, right? That time when I'll be free. Please wait till I come. So you have to wait for how long? Till I come. So that is your time, right? Adverb of time or adverb clause of time. As soon as I heard the news, I left the place. So as soon as, you have to understand we're talking about time again. At what time? As soon as I heard the news, comma, I left the place. We have not met since I returned from UK. Okay, since the time I returned from the UK, I haven't met her, whatever, right? So since is the part, please understand. Don't count your chickens before they are hatched. So before is again showing us time. So before they hatch is your adverb clause. Before you leave the counter, kindly check your belongings. So it is easy again. So before you leave the counter means again time, an adverb clause of time phrase. Okay. Now after that time comes adverb clause of place. So any word that represents place. For example, you have where, wherever, whence, whither. All these words come under place. So let's see. Number one, the disciples followed the teacher wherever he went. So wherever he went is your adverb clause of place. See here, stay where you are. So stay where? Now the place is given here. Where you are means we are indicating the place. So where you are is your adverb clause of place. After that, see another sentence. Go back quickly whence you came. So go back quickly to the place from where you came. So after that we have adverb clause of manner. Manner means how it is done, right? Okay. These clauses are introduced by subordinating conjunctions like as if, as though, right? So let's see. Complete this work as I have instructed you to do. So as, I'm telling you the manner, how you should do it. As I've told you to do it. As you sow, so shall you reap. So the way you are sowing your seeds, in the same way you will reap it. Is that clear? So understand, as you sow, so shall you reap. The way you are doing it, in the same manner you'll get the return. He pretended as if he were innocent. So how he was acting? As if he was innocent. So understand, you'll have to, find the words that shows either the place, the time, or the manner to understand which verb which clause it is. The lion sprang at them as though it had been shot. As though, how, in which manner? As though it had been shot. Come to the next one, adverb clause of purpose. These clauses are introduced by subordinating conjunctions like that, in order, so that, lest, etc. Our freedom fighters died that India may live. So there was a purpose why they died, so India may live. Indians save money in order that they can secure their future. So there's a purpose why they save money, so that they can make their future safe. Walk slowly lest you should fall. Why a person should walk slowly? So in order to avoid from falling, right? So we've talked about the purpose. Now let's move to the cause. Adverb clauses of cause. These clauses are introduced by subordinating conjunctions like because, as, since, that, etc. I did it because I wanted to. So there's a cause, there's a reason. I did this work because I wanted to do it. As my friend was not there, I delivered the message to her mother. Right? So when my friend was not there, what I did deliver the message to her mother. So there's a reason why I had to do that, cause. Since she's so clever, she will impress you easily. So there's a reason, right? She's so clever that she will impress you easily. The next one, adverb clause of condition. Now there's a condition attached to it. I hope you remember the chapter that we did earlier, conditional sentences. This is exactly the same. So you just have to remember that your grammar is somewhat connected. You just cannot ignore one to learn the other. Remember the chapter adverbs. Now adverb clauses is the part of your adverbs, right? Adverb of time, place, manner, purpose, reason, everything is here. So please understand, you should know your basics clearly. So adverb chapter is here, then conditional clauses are your conditional sentences. So if you have done that chapter nicely, if you still remember that chapter, you'll be able to do it. So conditional sentences or conditional clauses are where there's a condition attached. For example, it is given here. I'll read it. If it's a holiday tomorrow, we shall go for a picnic, right? So there's a condition, if it's a holiday, then we'll go for a picnic. Unless you feel sorry, I'll not excuse you. So till the time you feel sorry, I will not excuse you. I must do my best whether I'm successful or not. So, everywhere there's a condition attached. Unless you work hard, you'll fail. Unless you say sorry, I'll not forgive you, whatever. So when there's a condition attached, it becomes conditional clauses. So understand it and remember it. It's the part of your conditional sentences. After the condition, we have another one here. We have a small note and I want you to underline it and remember, please. Sometimes adverb clauses of conditions are introduced by whatever, whichever, however, etc. Whatever you do, your opponent will praise you. Whichever path you follow, you must have your eyes on the destination. Right? So understand it. Sometimes adverb clause of condition. Sometimes the conditional sentences or these conditional clauses might have words like whatever, whichever, however. Remember that. Okay? Now come to page 162, turn it. We have adverb clauses of result or consequences. Now when one action is performed, there you'll always get a reaction or the result of it. So that is what we are talking about, the consequences or the result. So let's see that. These clauses are introduced by subordinating conjunctions that. How you'll find it out? With the help of the word conjunction, that is that. Generally preceded by so or such in the main clause. But sometimes the conjunction is not used as it is understood. So great the storm arose that the ships were wrecked. There's a consequence. The storm was so strong that the ships, they got wrecked. She spoke in such a low voice that a few could hear her. So the way she was speaking, she spoke in such a low voice that only few of the people were able to hear her. The place was so far off we could not reach in time. So the place maybe where the person wanted to go, it was so far that they could not reach in time. Right? They got late. Now that we have done the result part, the consequences, action and reaction. Now let's move to comparison. Okay, when we talk about comparison, let's see what it says. These clauses are introduced by subordinating conjunctions or relative adverb like as, then, as much as, no less than. You remember even in the comparative degree, you remember adjective, degree of comparison, that is here. So if you haven't done that chapter nicely, you might struggle in this part of the chapter. The leader is as clever as cunning. So we have it in the positive degree, and as clever as is comparison. So it is an adverb clause of comparison. So there's a comparison going on. He is not as innocent as you consider him to be. So there's a comparison again. So he is not as, innocent as you think he is. She's as beautiful as she is wise. So she is, as beautiful as she is wise. That means we're talking about both her qualities. Few are better leaders than Abraham Lincoln is. I'm sure you remember. So again, it is your comparative degree of adjective. So few are better leaders than Abraham Lincoln is. So again, adverb clause of comparison. All these sentences, if you go through, they are comparing two things, to people, to qualities. So understand you, this is how you'll be learning it. Adverb clause of supposition or concession. These clauses are introduced by subordinating conjunctions like though, although, even if. See the first sentence. Though he is poor, he is contented. Means maybe he is poor, but he is happy. Even if it rains, I shall go to school. So let it rain, even if, whatever happens, I'll do it. Although he did not work hard, he passed. So maybe he must have not worked hard, but somehow he passed. So that is it. That is the end of your adverb clauses. Please go through these three clauses. We have the first one is your noun clause, adjective clause, and adverb clause. So please go through these clauses. I hope you still remember the principal clause and the subordinate clause that I told you, right? So the principal clause is easy. It's an independent and it has its own meaning. And subordinate is that it cannot stand on its own. It needs the help of your principal clause. Now, if you have your pencils, please mark the answers right now. Just give me a minute. So let's continue. I'm sure you have your books with you. I've got my pencil and I want you to keep your pencil ready and mark the sentences in the book itself. Please do that here itself. Exercise number E, page number 162. Right, pick out the adverb clauses. No one can sing better than Anamika. So we'll underline the adverb clause, then Anamika. Underline it. Just underline, then Anamika. Second one, as the principal was not in the office, I handed over my application to the superintendent. So, as the principal was not in the office, underline it. Number 3, he will not come back as long as you are here. So, as long as you are here, underline it. Number 4, no sooner did the last bell ring than the students rushed out of their classes. So, we are talking about the time clause here. No sooner did the last bell ring. Right? Come to the next one. He stopped taking sweets so that he might lose weight. So, why he stopped taking sweets? So that he might lose weight. Underline that part. Number 6. The younger people have more money than brain. Underline it. Take a torch because it's dark outside. So there's a reason. Why? So because it's dark outside. Underline it. Number 8. If you do not mend your ways, you will have to suffer. So conditional. If you do not mend your ways. Underline it. 9. When he was young, he was very active. What? We are talking about time again. When he was young. Underline it. Number 10, will you wait till I return? So, time again, till I return. Keep underlining them. See, it is easy. I'll help you with it. And if you have your books, just mark these sentences like this. I'm sure you can see that. Where have I done it? Oh, no, this one. This one. Right? Okay, let's continue with the next exercise. Replace the adverb phrases with adverb clauses. So you have to replace adverb phrases. They've given the phrases, you have to remove it and put in the clause. Okay? Just mark it. I want you to do it on your own. Come to the 7th one. It is again easier. Exercise number G. Just see G. Please meet me. You have to write a place. Please meet me where you like. So the word where should be there. Where you wish. The brave soldier died because of firing. You must obey your parents if you want to be happy. Right? You must obey your parents if you want to be happy. She can get this job condition if she clears her interview. The leader got respect place wherever he went. Please understand, just keep writing answers. I am younger than you. Comparison. So you have to compare. The woman kept I'm sorry, the women wept as if she had lost something. So terrible the earthquake struck the city that everyone died. So hot was it that nobody went out. He did not buy the house because it was very old. So this is how you can write your sentences. I've written it. If you want, I can share these sentences. I can share the answers with you. However, I've already done it in your in the discussion. So if you were listening, you must have got the answers very clearly, right? After that, we have exercise number H. Combine each pair of sentences below in one sentence. I'll do the first one for you, but I want the other sentences to be done by you. My grandfather is very old. He is quite active. So you can write although, or though my grandfather is very old, comma, he's quite active. You can use the word though. Right? Though my grandfather is very old, comma, he's very active. We should run fast, we will miss the train. We should run fast, otherwise we will miss the train, or we will miss the train if we do not run fast. So just go through these sentences, join them and make them one sentence. Try to use the clauses. Okay. So that's the end of the video. We've completed the work. We've completed the chapter clauses. In the next video, we'll start with a new chapter. Okay. Just revise and complete your work. Thank you.